had a surprise visit yesterday. And that surprise visit was from Ash Mufareh. And it's always a joy when Ash just pops into something because you never know what to expect. And as usual, Ash dropped a bomb, and I've been thinking about it ever since. Yesterday, Ash talked about marketing. And we know if we look at the marketing platforms that are out there, and that's all the social media platforms, it's the search engine platforms, Google, Facebook, Twitter, all of those are marketing platforms. That's how they make their revenue. As we look at all of these marketing platforms, I did a quick search this morning, and I came up with a number of about $250 billion. That's the revenue all of these platforms make in a year, give or take. Again, it was a rough search for that number, but I came up with about $250 billion a year. Okay? That's $1 trillion every 4 years. This market is massive, and that's when I say, when Ash started to talk about this, my ears perked up. This is the biggest thing Ash has ever talked about since I've been listening to him, and he's talked about some massive things. So let's talk about these marketing platforms, $250 billion. What are they doing for their customers? And their customers are wide-ranging. They're personal, they're small, medium, large-sized businesses, probably even governments that will actually do marketing on these platforms. And we can take say 50% of that market, of that annual market and that annual revenue. What happens? When we talk about these other marketing platforms, when they get all this revenue, and it is massive, yes, they have to pay their employees. Yes, they probably give their stockholders a dividend. But the majority of that money goes in their pocket. And these individuals, with what they're doing, whatever platform we're talking about, they're taking that money and they're keeping it. And they're getting as rich as they can, they're getting as rich as they can get. That is not Ash Mufareh. That is not Onpassive. And if we can come in and take 50% of that away in a year or 2 years, very, very conservatively, 3 years, and we're bringing in an additional $1.25 billion, not one, $125 billion. This is one portfolio, one module that Ash has put together and is going to put out there and offer to the world. If he can do that and bring that kind of money in, Ash Mufareh is not going to put that in his pocket. He is going to share that with the founding members, you and I. And if you're listening to this for the first time and you are not a founding member, you have not come in and paid that $97, you need to think about it very, very hard, because this is one thing that Onpassive does. There are so many other things that are going to be happening, all of them as dynamic as what we heard yesterday. So if you're not a founder, continue to explore Onpassive. You will come in, you will pay that $97, and when Onpassive launches to the world, which we're very, very close to, you'll be able to participate with everything Onpassive. And remember, Ash Mufareh, he shares everything with the founding members. Lives will be changed. You are in a great position to really take care of that future that perhaps today you've only dreamt about. If you're just in Onpassive, continue to explore Onpassive. Do not stop. Believe me, you are not wasting your time, and you will find a way forward. Come on in and join us. Pay the $97. Become a founding membership. It is life-changing. So